What up guys, Luke from the Suns, and welcome to Suns University, our online teaching arm. Okay, so a little bit about the Suns. We are a lightsaber theatre combat school. Okay, we've been going for 6 years. This is our full-time job. This is what I do. Well, obviously not at the moment because we're in lockdown. It's 2022 and we've hit Delta variant. But normally, we teach lessons Monday to Thursday, and then weekends we tour the country doing shows, going to conventions, doing weddings, parties, bar mitzvahs, you name it, we've done it, okay? Now, we're a little bit more than just a theatre combat school, okay? Star Wars is the hook, theatre combat's the tool, okay? But what we actually do is use theatre combat to teach cognitive and dialectical behaviour therapy to adults, kids, special needs, and those on the spectrum, okay? Cognitive behaviour therapy is thinking about how you're thinking, looking at listening to your own internal monologue of how you feel about yourself, okay? And dialectical behaviour therapy is about learning to deal with the emotions that come up when you start hitting emotional and mental roadblocks, okay? So, you're here to learn European longsword, okay? So, I did my initial theatre combat training with Kyle Rowling, who was a fight choreographer for Star Wars episodes 2 and 3, okay? He runs the Acting Academy down in Sydney, in St Leonard's. Very, very talented dude. He worked on Star Wars, he worked on Wanted, Da Vinci's Demons, heaps of stuff, okay? So, I learnt my initial longsword off him, okay? Now, this system is the same system that was used on set for the movies. Okay, so if you learn this, you can actually sit down and choreograph, like write out the choreography for the episode 3 fight between Anakin and Obi-Wan. So it's pretty good fun, okay? Now, the Suns philosophy. The Suns philosophy can be summed up in 3 words. Embrace the suck, okay? So what will happen is, while I'm teaching you, you will hear me telling you you suck a lot, okay? I am not doing this to be nasty. The reason I keep telling you you suck is that when you start something new, you're gonna suck at it, okay? It takes 10,000 hours to master something. But the biggest problem people have in their lives is that when they've learnt to learn, it's always been under massive stress. You know, you're at school, you're starting a new job, you need to get yourself learn a new computer system for work, whatever it is, okay? So what we're trying to do here is showing you how you subconsciously react to learning something difficult and teaching you the skills to deal with it so that you can learn more effectively, right? And that learning more effectively is a gift that will keep on giving for the rest of your life, because once you truly learn how to learn without self-criticism, that's when true learning starts. Okay? Okay. Weapons. Okay. When you're learning European longsword, you've basically got 4 options. Number 1 is a stick from the backyard. No good, it'll feel weird, just don't bother. Okay? Your second option is to make yourself a sword. Okay, so we've all done that before, where you get a bit of dowel and wrap some tennis grip around it, okay? So what I'll do is I'll put up a little design. I recommend, if you're gonna make something out of dowel, make something with a little bit of weight in it, so you can actually feel how the weapon's supposed to move. But good dowel's expensive. So I've got 2 recommendations for you. Number 1 is buy yourself what's called a bokken, B-O-K-K-E-N, okay? It is a wooden katana, okay? It's a martial arts training tool. You go to somewhere, if you're in Australia, Shogun Martial Arts is where I buy a lot of my training implements. If you go there, you should be able to pick up a bokken for $30, give or take, okay? If you're gonna do this and learn this, invest in something like this, because at least it's weighted and shaped like a weapon. It's an actual, because I'm teaching you weapons techniques, so at least have a semi-decent weapon to use, okay? Last option, lightsaber, okay? So, We sell these, Saberdyne Industries, through the Sons of Obi-Wan website below. Okay? If you have a saber of your own, use that. But, okay, if you have a Kylo Ren saber, do not use that, because trying to use a saber with quillions, it can be done with the sticky outy bits. It's a whole technique. So if you've got a saber at home, use it, or if you want to buy one, you don't have to, okay? As long as you're learning right, it doesn't matter what you're using. Cool? Okay. Rules. This is online, so rules 1 through 4 don't count, but I always put them in there because they're the most important rules. Number 1, don't hit anybody. Number 2, don't hit anybody. Number 3, don't hit anybody. Number 4, don't hit anybody. Okay? We want to have fun and be safe. Rule number 5, we don't talk about Fight Club. Rule number 6, you suck. If you don't suck, you don't learn. It's all good. Sucking is our friend. Okay? Excellent. All right. Last rule. When we're teaching this, we teach this right hand only. Okay? This is why. 90% of the population's right-handed, 10% is left-handed. So if you fight right-handed, it's right foot forward, right hand at the top. Okay? Bam. The problem is, if you're left-handed, it's left foot forward, left hand at the top. Now, it's not going to work because you're going to be doing the opposite. So everyone learns as though they're a right-hander. We don't have lefties in our dojo. Okay? All right. Stance. Right foot forward, left foot pointing back out at a 90-degree angle. So if you can see on the side view, see how I've got that nice little 90-degree angle. Now, I've got really bad ankles, so I don't stand this way. Do as I say, not as I do. Okay? Oh, if you're interested, I can also do chair lessons, teach you how to fight in a wheelchair as well. I might do a wheelchair series after this. That'd be really cool. Okay, right foot forward, left foot back. Right hand goes at the top of the saber, left hand goes at the bottom. Okay? Now, a lightsaber is theoretically a 360-degree edge. Okay? And what I mean by that is that because it's hot plasma, you could touch someone with any part of it, however silly way you want to, and it would burn them. Okay? But we use this weapon as though it still has a cutting edge, so you have to go in the direction of the cut. All right. So, Bokken, right? Actually, I'll do one better. Woo, katana. Okay. Flat of the edge, edge. Okay? Now, if you notice, put right hand at the top, left hand at the bottom. These knuckles all line up with the blade. So your knuckles will tell you where the edge of the blade is. Cool? Pop that back and out of the way, occupational health and safety. Okay, so right foot forward, left foot back. Okay? Right hand at the top, left hand at the bottom, knuckles. Okay. That's our basic stance. Okay? Now, you're learning European longsword. Okay? Now, European longsword was created for knights who were fighting in heavy armour. Okay? So, when you look at armour, the weak spots are the joints. Okay? Where things connect. Okay? This bit is real hard to stab through because it's all built to protect this, right? But shoulders, you can have a pauldron over the top, but you can't have rigid armour there because you wouldn't be able to move, okay? So all of our attacks are attacking joints, okay? So, our starting position, right foot forward, left foot back. Right hand at the top, left hand at the bottom, knuckles aligned. We start at a 45-degree angle to the right, okay? This is called Plow Guard because we're going to plow through our enemies. So the first 4 cuts are on the diagonal, okay? Bring it over your right shoulder, come down 45 degrees, knuckles to the ground. Now bring it back up to your right shoulder, over to your left shoulder. Your arms are now crossed. Keep them crossed, knuckles to the ground, all the way down. Now, at your hip, this back hand stays at your hip. The top hand points up at the ground, round and down. So now your knuckles are forward. We're going to go 45 degrees up. Knuckles to the sky. Cross your arm so it's now pointing at the back. Drop to hip level. 45 degrees, knuckles to the sky. Okay? So we're cutting shoulder to hip, shoulder to hip, hip to shoulder, hip to shoulder. Okay? Now, we're going to do that 5 times. Why are we going to do it 5 times? Because you suck, but you suck less than you did before. Okay? Right foot forward, pull the pants up, left foot back, right hand at the top, left hand at the bottom. Okay. Plow guard. Now, as I say the words, say them with me. We call it a litany. Everything we do has a litany because if you have a spoken list of things to do, it will make it easier to do it. So say it with me. Plow guard. Right shoulder, 45 degrees, knuckles to the ground. Back to the right shoulder, over to the left shoulder. Keeps your arms crossed, knuckles to the ground. Up, back and down, 45 degrees, knuckles to the sky. Cross your arms, point at the back wall, drop to hip. 45 degrees, knuckles to the sky. Right foot forward, left foot back, plow guard. Right shoulder, knuckles to the ground. Back to the right, over to the left. Keep your arms crossed, knuckles to the ground. Roof, back wall, knuckles forward, 45 degrees, knuckles to the sky. Cross, drop, 45 degrees, knuckles to the sky. Ready, again, plow guard. Right shoulder, knuckles to the ground. Back to the right, over to the left. Keep your arms crossed, knuckles to the ground. Up, back, down. 45 degrees, knuckles to the sky. Cross, drop, keep your wrists crossed, 45 degrees, knuckles to the sky. 2 more, plow guard. Right shoulder, knuckles to the ground. Back to the right, over to the left. Knuckles to the ground. Roof, floor. Knuckles to the sky. Cross, drop. Knuckles to the sky. Last time. Ready. Now we're going to put the numbers in. Right shoulder, 1. Right shoulder, left shoulder, 2. Up, down and round. 3. Cross, drop, 4. Excellent. Okay. The biggest problem people have with this is subconscious muscle memory. Okay? What I mean by that is I'm telling you exactly what to do. Right shoulder, knuckles to the ground. Now, what will happen is people subconsciously will unroll and do all of these weird unrolls, right? So what happens is my knuckles are pointing at the ground if you do the cut properly. Some people roll their wrist. My knuckles are pointing forward, so that's how you know it's wrong, right? So be aware of what you're actually doing, okay? And what I mean by that is when I tell you to do something, it will go through a list of filters, okay? Different people have different filters. Some of the common filters are, oh my God, I can't get this. What did he say? I'm too dumb. I forgot. Whatever, right? So what happens is it comes in the air, 45 degrees knuckles to the ground, and goes through all of the filters, and it's like Chinese whispers. So what comes out the other side isn't what was told to go in. So you've got to be aware of what you're doing and pay attention to what your knuckles are doing. This is why. Time to make it look cool. Okay? So, right foot forward, left foot back. Now watch. This is what we're doing now. It's all very jerky, okay? Now, a longsword is essentially a very sharp hammer. And what I mean by that is the weight of the weapon is what does the damage. People have this tendency to think that when you chop, it has to be with the arms. It'll be like, and it's all tight, nasty, right? The idea is to use the momentum of the weapon to do everything, okay? So, circles. Circles are sexy. That's what makes it look cool, okay? Now, follow me, listen. Right foot forward, left foot back, right hand top, left hand bottom, plow guard. Now, right shoulder, cut down 45 degrees, okay? Now what we're going to do is called a helicopter. So we're going to bring it up, and it's going to helicopter over the top of your head and chop. So what it is, it's like a, we call it the breast cancer ribbon. 1, 2. Circle, circle, circles. Right foot forward, left foot back. Plow guard. Right shoulder. 1. Now, straight back up and into a helicopter. Straight back up, helicopter, chop. Now, that motion we were doing before, do it as one circle. Up, down, 3. Now do this as one motion. Cross, drop, 4. Okay? Circles. Do it 3 times. While we're doing it 3 times, you answer. You suck. Right. Plow guard. Right foot forward, left foot back, right hand top, left hand bottom. Right shoulder. 1. Helicopter. 2. Turn it over. Up, down. 3. Cross, drop. 4. Relax, right? Speed hides mistakes. Do it real soft and slow. Get to feel the motion before you start accelerating. All right? Nice and slow. You suck. It's fine. Don't worry. You're going well. You're learning. Right foot forward, left foot back. Plow guard. Ready. Right shoulder. 1. Helicopter. 2. Turn it over. 3. Cross, drop. 4. Okay. Relax when you do it. All right? Right foot forward, left foot back. Right hand top, left hand bottom. Ready. Right shoulder, 1. Helicopter. 2. Turn it over. 3. Cross, drop. 4. Don't forget to say the words. 2 more times. Right shoulder, 1. Helicopter. 2. Turn it over. 3. Cross and drop. 4. Okay? So, think about it like a dancing pattern. And 1, and 2, and 3, and 4. So the and is the motion getting ready for the strike. The number is the strike. So it's and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4. So ready? Right foot forward, left foot back, plow guard. And 1, helicopter. And 2, turn it over. And 3, cross and drop, and 4. Now, smooth the motion, plow guard. And 1, and 2, and 3, and 4. Excellent. Okay. Time to add something in. When people start, they tend to be like this. And it feels all tight and clunky because they're not moving their body, right? So when we do the end, we're not only pulling back, we're putting a bit of twist in the hips. So right foot forward, left foot back, right hand top, left hand bottom, plow guard. Twist. So notice my chest is now facing that way. And then as you do your top, twist. Now my chest is facing this way. Now you feel your back muscles tense, relax them. Up, and in the middle I'm straight. 2. Now there's heaps of room to go. Twist. Now the cross and drop works really well. 4. So we'll do that twice. Ready? Twist. And 1. Don't forget the twist. Helicopter. 2. Turn it over. 3. Cross and drop. 4. Last time. Plow guard. 1. Helicopter. 2. Turn it over. 3. Cross and drop. 4. Beautiful. All right, so to quote Bon Jovi, whoa, we are halfway there. Our first 4 strikes, make an X. Shoulder to hip, hip to shoulder, hip to shoulder. Our next 4 strikes, make a plus, right? So, you ready? Right foot forward, left foot back. Right hand at the top, left hand at the bottom. All right, plow guard. We'll do the first 4 strikes, then follow me. Right shoulder, knuckles to the ground. Helicopter, knuckles to the ground. Turn it over. Knuckles to the sky, cross and drop. Knuckles to the sky. Now, this is where we stop. Now, if you notice, if you've done this right, your wrists are crossed with your knuckles up this way. We are going to unwind, so make sure your hand's above your head level. We're going to unwind towards the left, bring it down to elbow height. Now your knuckles are facing forward, cut straight across. Darth Maul cut. Straight across, finish out here. Now, we're going to point it at the back wall, turn it over. Straight across. Now this one is weird. Up, down, center. Naughty bits. Straight up. Boom. You finish flat at the top. Turn, so it's pointing at the back wall. Straight down. Head. So we're going shoulder, shoulder. Hip, hip. Helicopter. Elbow, elbow. Up, down, up. Naughty bits. Back wall, head. Shoulder, shoulder. Hip, hip. Elbow, elbow. Naughty bits, head. All right. You're doing well. You still suck, but you suck a lot less than what you did before. Right foot forward, left foot back, right hand top, left hand bottom, knuckles, plow guard. Right shoulder, 1. Helicopter, 2. Turn it over. 3. Don't forget your hips. Cross and drop. 4. Helicopter. Elbows. 5. Turn it over. 6. Follow me. Up, down, middle, up, finish flat. Turn, head. All right. We're going to do it 5 times. You know why, I don't have to tell you. Plow guard. Right shoulder. 1. Helicopter. 2. Turn it over. 3. Cross and drop. 4. Helicopter. Elbow height. 5. Turn it over. 6. Up, down, middle, up. 7. Turn. 8. Relax. Let the weapon do the work. So as you bring it back, don't be like, yeah, come out and pull it down. Let the weapon fall. Okay? Plow guard. Right shoulder. 1. Helicopter. 2. Turn it over. 3. Cross and drop. 4. Helicopter. Elbow height here, and then bring it across. 5. Turn it over. 6. Up, down, up. 7. Turn. 8. Plow guard. 1. Helicopter. 2. Turn it over. 3. Cross and drop. 4. Helicopter. 5. Turn it over. 6. Up, down, up. 7. Turn. 8. Shoulder, shoulder, hip, hip, elbows, elbows, naughty bits, head. 2 more times. Ready. 1. Helicopter. 2. Turn it over. 3. Cross and drop. 4. Helicopter. 5. Turn it over. 6. Up, down, up. 7. Turn. 8. Bam. 1 more. Plow guard. 1. Nice and smooth. Helicopter. 2. Turn it over. 3. Cross and drop. 4. Helicopter. 5. Turn it over. 6. Up, down, up. 7. Turn. 8. Now, if you've read the stuff on the side, you'll know there's a sneaky 9th strike. Okay? So we've just done our head. So we're here. I want you to step back with your right foot, twist, and pull it back to your chest. Boom. Okay? So as one move, it's this. Step, cross, back. Okay? Now this is a stab to the gut. We're going to step forward and extend. Boom. 9. You're aiming for the solar plexus. Center. Right? Shoulder, shoulder, hip, hip, elbows, elbows, naughty bits, head, step back, gut. 3 times. Right foot forward, left foot back, right hand top, left hand bottom. Plow guard. Right shoulder. 1. Helicopter. 2. Turn it over. 3. Cross and drop. 4. Helicopter. 5. Turn it over. 6. Up, down, up. 7. Turn. 8. Step back. Boom. Step forward. Boom. Nice and straight out. Handful extension happens at the same time. Foot hits the ground. Okay? Reason being is if you're trying to stab someone, that extra step puts a little bit more thrust in it. Last time and then we'll wrap up. Now, when you do this, once you finish this lesson, practice it a little bit, but then leave it, right? This is probably one of the most important things you'll learn here, okay? When you're learning something, I don't know if you guys are computer people, right? But computers have two types of memory, RAM and ROM, random access memory and read-only memory. So your random access memory is what's in your gigabyte chips. That's the stuff that the computer's using right now. Your read-only memory is when it's set into your brain. So what happens is that doesn't lock into your brain until you sleep that night, right? So don't do it to the point of frustration. Do it where you've got a rough approximation of it, then go and sleep and come back to it, right? Now, this is one of those things, do it again and again. I do it as a meditative exercise, right? I'm going to show you a little something, right? This is the way I do it, right? Everything's relaxed. All that's happening is my hips are doing this and my hand follows, and it's all relaxed. Whoomp, 1. Helicopter, 2. Turn it over, 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. Back, 9, right? Breathe. Breathe in. So you breathe in with the end through your nose, breathe out through your mouth. Now, you have to do this until you get bored, okay? Now, what I mean is not doing it every day for 3 hours until you get the craps with it, right? What I mean by bored is that when you start, you're constantly going, right, back, oh my God, it's round, bang, right? So you're thinking about the process. It doesn't become true muscle memory until you stop thinking about the process and just do it, right? Yoda. You're trying at the moment. There is no try, only do. It's such a simple concept and it's such a hard concept because it's a simple concept that if you do it, you'll do it, right? There's no trying. But the thing is, you do it with absolute focus and concentration. Focus on your motion every time. And what will happen is after a while, you'll stop thinking. And that's when everything relaxes and it becomes smooth, right? So, things to take away, okay? Give yourself permission to fail. You suck. It's fine. Don't get frustrated with yourself. Frustration is the enemy, okay? Relax, breathe. Let the weapon do the work, okay? If you want to support us, buy a t-shirt. This is a new design we've got coming. James O'Barr, who was the original comic creator of the Crow comic, did a Suns shirt for us. We've got Suns University shirts coming. If you want to buy a sabre, give us a yell. You'll email, you'll get me. This is free to the world, guys. Enjoy it, share it with your friends. Theatre combat's really good fun. This is the boring bit. This is where you learn how you move. As we move further through and get into the theatre combat stuff, it becomes really good fun, right? I think that'll do it. So guys, peace out. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know what you think in the comments below. And I'll catch you next week for the next lesson. Peace out, guys. Bye. Cheers. That'll do it. Ba-bam.